listeners, and welcome back to the inevitable embrace of the company. Goblets and Gays have returned to the world of Alien using Free League Press's incredible Alien RPG with the second season of Mother May I. My name is Farris, I use she, her pronouns, and I am honored to be back as your game mother. This is episode 8, Insignificant. So now let's reacquaint ourselves with the intrepid remaining crew of the Medea.
Hi, I'm Aubrey, and I play Dr. Darcy Langley. We both use she, her pronouns, and screaming. Just screaming.
Hello, I am Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Cosmopolitan, the wonderful cat of the ship, who, despite not supposed to be in the vents, is in the vents at the worst possible time. A little sus, if you ask me.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Dr. Matilda Fernandez, who also uses she, her pronouns. And Chris Pine wants to fuck us. Thank you.
No!
And I am Alyssa. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing, I am playing Mercy Fairweather, who uses she, her pronouns. And Vesper wants to fuck her, but Mercy's just vibing. Nothing bad happening there.
She is waiting, where her children lash with impatience, eager to stalk, to hunt, to kill, to grow. She is steady, patient. And when the den shakes all around her, when her progeny scream with excitement, she is ready. An alarm blares in a steady but distant drone as the lift jerks to a stop, the lights turning off. Jason pulls out his radio, handing you his mag light to you, Matilda. Grease, what the hell is that? And the response comes back, broken with static.
Something off the station.
What?
Something off the station. Hit the facilities.
Where? Grease, where were we hit?
Proximity to death.
And his face pales in the glow of the magnite. Lock it down. Lock it down right now.
What the did you make me for? Where the are you?
We're in the downstairs lift. It's stuck. And then the response again.
What the?
And then the radio cuts off. Grease, Abby. He puts the radio away and then just smacks the cage of the lift with frustration. Sorry, he composes himself. So I don't know if Grease can get us going again with the lockdown in effect. If I lift one of you up, do you think you can get the ceiling hatch open?
I can try my best.
All right. Here, and hands the radio over to you again, Matilda. And then boosts you up, Darcy, on up to his shoulders, and he's holding you as you are tall enough now to reach. It is very heavy, and you are balancing on someone. And actually, now that I think about it, you probably should both take stress because you have been trapped in an elevator, and something has apparently struck the facility, is what you gathered from that radio conversation. And not just struck the facility, it struck the facilities.
What am I rolling for this?
Give me, it's gonna be stamina.
That is 3 successes.
We love a success. You have stunts. What 2 stunts do you want as you unlock the hatch and swing it open pretty easily?
I will gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll relating to this one. I am hardened by the experience. I do not need to roll to overcome this exact same challenge in the future.
So you get that open. And Jason kind of looks up, hears the sound of it opening and goes, all right, I think if you crawl out, hey, Maddie, can you shine the light up there so she can see? And as you're about to do that, there is a thump on top of the elevator, but then you watch this long spined cord slide down into the lift and kind of falls off your shoulder and like reaches all the way to the floor.
You don't even have to. As soon as I get the glimpse of it, my stomach hurts a little bit, and it's mostly I would call it them phantom pains. The light is like off immediately, but I know that doesn't actually help.
I need a group mobility roll.
Oh, motherfucker.
That's a 1 on the stress dice. Roll me a panic.
Tremble.
You start to tremble uncontrollably. And considering you're balancing on someone's shoulders in a metal cage, I think that means that maybe something smacks against the wall, and the sound of metal ringing reverberates out, and you hear on top of the lift a heavy thump, and then another one, and then the drag of claws as the xenomorph climbs down the side of the lift. And now it feels quite a lot like being in Shark Tank, doesn't it?
It does.
Because this is a cage lift, which means you can see it very clearly. Well, it's dark, so I wouldn't say clearly, but you can sure tell it's there.
I have a question about how the tail is inside.
I think at this point it has dragged itself back outside.
Is dragging itself back out.
Because it's crawled along the outside of the lift, so the tail probably followed suit.
Do we want to try to make a break for it, or we think it's just better to keep ourselves sealed in here?
Both are bad ideas.
Yes,
both are incredibly
ideas.
bad ideas. But we only have bad ideas.
Yeah.
Is this lift wireable?
It only has up or down.
Up or down.
Like, it doesn't have multiple floors. It either goes to the top or it goes to the bottom.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's just powered the way a standard elevator is powered then, right? Like, it's not...
But basically, it acts like an elevator. It's just a little bit more rudimentary than your modern elevator would be. But it does still have an emergency stop, so that's nice.
Our best option would be, if we wanted to get out of here, is through the roof, but that's...
Mm-hmm. That's it. They're all bad ideas because there's 3 of us.
While you're, like, thinking and trying to figure it out, Jason, like, reaches out and grabs your hand and then puts it on his waist before grabbing back to Darcy, and you feel there is a gun on his belt.
I think because we already have the hatch door open, if we can get it to stay open, like to just drop it on the top side quietly, then our best chance is in fact going up, sadly. I think I just point up because in theory we can at least stay up and away from the cage. I feel like it knows that we're in the cage.
As you point up, I think Jason nods and then also points at the door, mimes a little xenomorph head getting caught in his other hand, and then mimes closing the door and closing the hatch.
So just usually trap it in here. So yeah, I mean, I'm the one that's closest to the hatch, so I'm gonna grit and bear it and hope I have enough dice as I pull myself up on top of the elevator.
You'll have enough dice. It's just a matter of which dice. You pull yourself up, which I don't think requires a roll because you have help. And I think as you're pulling yourself up, because that is an inherently noisy motion on a metal container, as soon as you're off his shoulders, Jason's just going to slap the door in the hopes of drawing the xenomorph down instead of up. And then he's going to motion to you, Matilda, to go up.
Yeah, once you're up and out, I'll go next.
He'll boost you up as well, and he does the same thing, hitting the side.
We lift, so that's trying to make as little noise as possible.
And you are both crouched on top of the elevator lift in this dark shaft. You don't hear anything except for the slapping inside, so you're not quite sure where the xenomorph is. And then there is the sound of the door being forced open, and then you see Jason lunging for the hole above you.
To see him lunging, I don't reach to grab.
Yeah. Yep, same.
Because there's two of you, I won't even make you roll for this. You pull him up, and he says, "Close the hatch. I'm gonna pull the door shut." And he tries to drop down, not off the elevator, obviously, but with one
lean
hand.
over the side, yeah.
Yeah, and try to pull the door shut. This is gonna be tricky because he's hanging off a thing, and he's trying to close a door that has required, grabbing it in the middle. So if anyone wants to help him, feel free.
Then I'll just make sure that he doesn't slip off the elevator.
Yeah, for the best there. And he did great. Four successes. Good lord. Okay, sir, calm down. Yeah, and he hangs off the edge, just fully trusting you, Matilda, to hold him and be able to pull him back up. He's got a hand still on it, but it's mostly you holding him up so he can get down low enough to pull it shut. And you've heard skittering noises again, and then you hear a shriek, and you're pretty sure it's coming from inside the elevator. You could turn on the light to find out for sure, but
I kind of do want to see it. One of those, a quick on-off, just to see if it's actually in there.
You click the light on, and you see the xenomorph in there. And it is pacing the inside of the walls, and then it's starting to realize that the walls aren't solid, they're grates.
We are in the elevator shaft. There is usually ladders and shit for us to climb. So that is what my go-to. Next is, in terms of it realizing that these are grates, is it if anyone knows what it's about to look like when it's gonna fucking go for it, I would. So is it ready to just rip through this thing and find us, or is it poking and prodding and being just its menacing self?
It's testing the fences, so to speak.
Okay, so in theory we have a little bit of time to be quiet while getting up. Okay, I'm gonna go for a ladder.
Yeah. And Jason will stay on the elevator to help both of you get over to the ladder without falling to your death, or at least discomfort. And then we'll go in after you. And you are ascending the ladder. I need another group mobility check.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes, yeah.
I'm gonna give one to another PC because I think Aubrey's gonna have to make a stealth roll, and Aubrey's panicking, so everything helps at this point.
But you all managed to climb up the elevator shaft in pretty dang near silence. And you get to the top, you hear a lot of rattling and racket down below, and as you open the maintenance hatch to get out of the elevator shaft, you stop hearing a lot of racket down below, which is probably fine. And you get through the hatch, and it gets shut. And Jason leans back against it, he does the thing so it's locked in place, but he also just leans against it for a second. And he says, "All right, so I don't know what happened or how, but we are gonna have a hard time getting around. We need to get somewhere to regroup, find who we can find, and then solve this problem as we go."
1, my room is the best bet because we left everybody there. 2, do you have a torch gun?
I got a bolt cutter, but I know where we can find more.
Also, is there ships that arrive, something that comes, takes things off? Do you know when they're supposed to next arrive?
Unfortunately, not in a time frame we'd like. Greece would know better, so I think we gotta find Greece. We have a few Hail Marys if it comes to it, but let's see what our options are first. So, take a breath. Yeah, you kind of got this, huh? And let's do this. And he's going to use his counselor talent to command to reduce your stress level.
Thank you.
And he succeeded. So both of you can reduce your stress by 1. But we're gonna move back to our kitty cat in the vents. Cosmo, you have stolen the screwdriver. You have, I assume, dropped back down to the main level because you're going for that office, right?
Oh boy, did I drop back down and then the alarm goes off? Ain't that coincidental, huh?
I think as you get to the vent, that is when you feel the facility shake and the walls are shaking, and then hear a terrible, terrible noise. It's super grating, and the lights kind of flicker a little bit, but they stay on where you are at least. And again, you're a cat, and also you come with your own flashlight, so you're like so good for anything that happens light-wise. But it is very loud, and that is annoying.
Do I smell any danger right now?
No, but you do smell a lot of the emotions of people nearby seem to be shifting from like hanging out and chilling to like you're starting to smell that fear pheromone kick off. Not very strong yet.
Considering that getting up that ramp isn't exactly the easiest task known to man, I did come here to get this grate open, and I know that I'm gonna keep an eye out or a nose out for any like, if I smell a xenomorph coming in a bit, if I smell some danger, I'm gonna just fucking book it. But I think getting this grate open is probably my safest way out of the vents right now. I just really want to use a screwdriver. I put so much effort into it. Come on.
No, what? Yeah. Roll me mobility to use a screwdriver because I feel like this requires, being a cat, this requires a roll. 4 successes. You get all the stunts, and also I don't know who you're impressing. We'll find out in a minute, but you get all the stunts as you successfully manipulate the screwdriver with your little mouth, I guess. Anyway, so you get the vent falls off with a crash. I know who you impress. You jump down, and the first woman is still in there, and she sees a cat jump out of a vent that with a screwdriver in hand, and is just kind of like, dang. But then she goes back to panicking about the situation at hand. Honestly, there's enough going on that like if she registers the camera, it's not even a priority to deal with.
Is she like the person who was talking in here earlier? Like, is this her office or okay?
Yeah, it seems to be her office.
I don't know if I could probe through her technology then. I guess I could stand on the like counter and like direct the camera to what's up there currently, I guess. Just subtly, you know, like I'm just a cat on a counter. What have I ever done?
Yeah, you jump up and she's just like, okay, cat, I don't have time to, where did you come from? I don't even know. And she kind of like tries to push you out of the way, so that like she can type on things, and there's like a whole bunch of buttons around. Stops, stares at you. Cat has voice modification? Okay. Kitty, I don't know if that's just random words that pop out of your mouth or if you pick them, but this is bad things happening. Bad things. Loud noise, bad things. Danger. Big angry cat. Could eat you. So go somewhere else.
Xenomorph.
She looks so like her mind is being blown and not in a good way. And she's just like, yes, Xenomorph. Okay, what is going on? This is a terrible day. Why am I asking a cat what I need? You're in danger, cat. Go somewhere else. I got stuff to do so people don't die.
No, bitch.
You're a rude little cat. Get out of here.
I'm just gonna sit down on the counter, actually. What's she gonna do, move me?
Yes, actually.
Cardinal sin.
She just picks you up and drops you on the ground and then goes back to what she's trying to do. And you see her pick up a radio and like push the button a few times and be like, Jason! And then like throws it down when nothing happens again. And yeah. What else do you want to do?
Is the door to this room locked?
Nope, it's open.
Okay, I feel kind of bad after opening the vents in someone's office when that's how xenomorphs get around. I think I've accidentally killed this woman, but I think that's okay. She's a capitalist, it's fine. I guess I've gotten whatever recording that I can out of this situation, and I don't want to be super suspicious. and I don't know if there's anyone coming through that vent at any point in time because everyone's panicking. So I am going to just scuttle out the door for now, to be completely honest. I'm going to check out everything, see what's going on. I got some good footage of whatever was on that screen.
As you scuttle out, we will zoom back over to Mercy and Vesper, who a few minutes after Cosmo leaves again, as you're contemplating what to do about Lover, you feel the facility shake. The lights kind of flicker, and then an alarm starts to blare.
Well, if anything, it seemed like a call for us to... And Mercy sort of kicks at the Lover suitcase again.
I'm getting terrible flashbacks to everything we've ever done together. Like 3 hours ago, and also 2 years ago. Alarms, never good. And they almost always mean someone's getting stabbed, or shot, or stabbed and shot.
Do you want to stay here and wait for the cat? Try and find us a way out, or come with me?
Yeah, I mean, I could come with you, sure, yeah. World's gonna end, why not?
Okay, just pretend we're supposed to be here and maybe let me talk.
Oh, I'm not a good enough talker for you? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I don't know, you might have charmed the shark there more than I could, but...
Shark was just... I don't know. She was just interesting. And terrifying, also. Just so terrifying.
Mercy then realizes that she hasn't actually told anyone, and just like sort of leans in a little and sort of whisper hisses. She punched one of them and told me to run, and it did damage. I don't know what she is.
Android?
Maybe?
I mean, you all said that the captain, like, blocked one of them. Old captain, you know, the one we left behind in a mostly dead state.
Yeah, I mean, could be, but
That's
regardless, I mean, android or not, you know?
No, that's impressive. I'll get out. Jeez. Glad we never pissed her off, huh?
I think I came close, actually, but come on, let's look for comm centers and where we can plug Lover in.
Yeah. Question: if this is, we're assuming, well, if there's something really bad going on here, and I guess it could be anything. We don't even know what this place does yet. But we're just gonna run, right? We're just gonna run to the delivery ship and hope somebody refueled it and fixed it and get out of here, right?
If we can, I mean, I hope there's a better ship maybe that we could take, but that doesn't sound likely. But I would rather not stick around to fight one. And Mercy sort of puts a hand over where her scars or her cuts are now sort of dressed, but still very much there.
Yeah, I would prefer you not to do that either.
I think there's a moment's pause where Mercy considers leaving a note for Cosmo and then realizes that doesn't actually make sense. And she will sort of grab the bag that Lover is in and lead Vesper over to, some sort of communication center room. Like there was a facilities area, in that general direction. See what she can find.
There's the main level has the engineering maintenance area and stuff like that. So there's a possibility somewhere around there. Probably gonna be a good spot.
Yeah, I'll head to the offices.
Okay. So you two head to the offices. There is a lot of motion once you go down a level. There's a fair amount of motion on the living quarters, but a lot of people were not there because they're working. But there are people who are off duty and not sleeping, and they are running around. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos. There's a lot of people being like, what's going on? Clearly there was an impact of some kind somewhere. This is because the thing shook. So either there was an earthquake and something bad happened, or we were hit and something bad happened. But everybody else knows what is downstairs. So everybody else knows what the risk is. So you see a lot of genuine fear in people's eyes as you pass them. And it's not even fear of the unknown. It is fear of a very well-known. So nobody really pays attention to you as you go through. Your unknown faces, they have no reason to stop you because they don't even know you. Like, you're not their priority. They're looking for their friends. They're looking for the people they care about to get somewhere that's not here. So do you want to go to the engineering maintenance area, or do you want to go to the offices?
I guess it probably makes sense that it would be engineering, right? That would be the better. Yeah.
Vesper's more inclined to go there because Vesper has...
They're an engineer, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I know how to do stuff here. Yeah, so you find your way there, a little bit of stumbling around because you only know the general direction it's in, but you finally come into a little maze of halls and rooms that have like maintenance stuff and mechanical stuff and a boiler and whatever you need to run facility mechanically speaking. And after a little stumbling around, you finally find what looks like a server room. You go in and it's one of those shelving units like that looks like a fancy library that like slide in a big circle, and you kind of have to hunt around for an open slot. And then you want to insert lover.
That is what I would like to do, yes.
Okay. Question for you before you do. Are you feeling stressed at all by the current situation? Which, granted, you don't know the full repercussions of what could be going on, but there is an alarm and there was some sort of shaking, so...
Yeah, I think that'll take a stress, so I'm back up to 4.
Oh no. I need a Comtech roll. You can have a +1 from Vesper, as they kind of find a good spot. Gosh dang.
Yeah, so that is a stress, but I'm keeping it together. 0
You're
successes,
keeping it
though.
together. All you're noticing is that for some reason, none of these slots seem to be the right size for Lover's hard drive. You don't know why. It should all be standard. You don't know why it's not working, but it's not fitting for some reason. The noise is really starting to grate on your nerves here. Probably maybe getting some flashbacks to the last time an alarm went off. I don't know.
Could really use the help here. If someone is going to tell me about the Hollow One coming again, I would really prefer it was you.
Why would I be telling you? What do you mean, the Hollow One again?
Her, Lover, not you.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Maybe we can plug it into like a computer instead of the actual system. It'd be a little more limited, or we could try to link it up with a data pad and have like mobile Lover. She wouldn't be connected to the overall system, but we'd at least have her a little bit.
I mean, I think that, yeah, anything we can have at this point, I would take. I'd like to know what's going on here.
Yeah, let me see. I don't have a data pad on me.
I mean, I'm sure one of the offices should have something if we want to head back over that way.
Yeah. Let's go. And so you go to the offices, and we'll jump back to Medea and half of Medea, half of the crew, not the whole crew. Well, just you two. The doctors plus Jason.
Yeah, I think it's to convene with everybody and let everyone know shit's fucked.
Yeah. Honestly, you're probably really close to Vesper and Mercy now that I think about it. Because they're going to the offices, which is where your elevator lets out.
So I imagine it's on the way. We're running back to Matilda's room, thinking that's where they still are. We turn a corner, and then suddenly it's like, hi.
Everyone but the cat.
Oh, tour over then?
Oh, very over.
It came to a very abrupt end.
They're back.
Hey, I mean, the one on the ship was enough.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so I guess you're gonna find out now instead of tomorrow, but that's, we mass produce them.
There's the queen.
Yeah.
Big, beautiful queen. And it looks like she's letting her kids out of the proverbial nest.
There was some sort of, collision with the facilities. I don't know what's, Grease said something fell off the station? What state did you all leave that in?
It was fine when it wasn't fine when we left, but, it wasn't that bad when we left. There was a subject loose at the time, but
Well, that, it only takes one.
That was our first encounter. It was one, and we definitely barely made it out of there.
Alright, well, let's hope this wasn't like the whole station coming down. Have either of you seen Grease?
We don't know who the fuck that is.
Right, none of you have met her. Okay. We need to find Grease. She's gonna, A, have the most access to things, B, have the most idea of what the heck is going on here.
I mean, it's you know where her office is? We can try there first.
Yes, I do. Actually, it's just down the hall. This is really a great meeting spot.
Wait. Where's Cosmo?
Do I overhear the Grease comment? Because I think I heard the name Grease, and I think I know the lady is Grease.
I think that you had just left that office, and then you hear voices that are familiar to you.
Where's Cosmo? Where's my cat?
Yes, Dr. Mom! Yes!
And I go to where I hear yes, Dr. Mom, so I can go pick you up and quickly remove the camera.
Danger.
Yes. Lots of danger.
That's kind of cute.
Cosmo here is trained, also a lead scientist on our next project. But
I believe it.
Feline of many talents.
That shit aside, though, we're entirely fucked.
Right. If we just go this way, hopefully Grease is still there, and we can ask her what the plan is. And if not, we're gonna just have to make a better plan. And so you follow him to around the corner to the office that Cosmo you just left, and you see a woman there who's pretty small. She's like 5'2", has short curly hair, and is leaning over a whole array of like buttons, and there's a computer terminal, and she looks up at the sound of voices and like spins around with a gun and then sees like people and puts the gun away, and goes, Jason, I thought they killed you. Okay, great. We have a problem for sure. I can't get the signal to connect from here, so I guess we're gonna have to do that manually. And you see Jason like stop and then be like, what do you mean the signal? We can't. That would be all of them. Maybe if we did it limitedly. No, we should just focus on getting out of here. I don't think it's worth trying to get down there to set that thing off. And Grease is like, you want them to just stay loose? How long before they find their way up here? That's not going to be hard for them. You know this. We don't have any ship to get us off here. We have one half-baked delivery ship that's been clawed to death and doesn't even have any fuel yet. That can hold like what, 6-8 people at best? But then we can make a trek. The other facility, they have ships coming in constantly because they're still under construction. If we can get a truck out there, we can steal one of the ships, bring it back here.
Yeah, or if we can get fuel to the other ship, we can fly it over there. Don't have to worry about a truck.
And you see Grease kind of think about it and go, maybe your ship looked a little rough when it came in.
I mean, if it's just enough to get us across to the other facility, we're not leaving Atmo or anything.
Wind will make it a little tough, but it's possible. I still think we should head the signal off.
Our signal, the kill switch.
Yeah,
You have one in the Queen?
we have one in all of them. The minute there's an egg, we pop one in. Every single one, even the ones that have been shipped out. There's not a single one that's not connected to the system.
And it's just one switch for all of them.
Theoretically, I mean, you can control any, pick one at a time. The whole point is that it's so company property can't be used against the company. There's been rumors that this been shipped off to places that have been unionized and private military contractors, the like. That's what I've surmised anyway from some of the shipment addresses. I'm pretty good at putting dots together. So obviously there's once you put one of these things in someone else's hands, you don't want it turned around on you, so hence the neutralizers. They can knock out any of them or all of them. Contingency plans, all that.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know which one that we need for the ones that are loose, would you? Do they just glow a bright red, or?
In theory, the terminal down there should know. At least, well, it has a record of all of them. The ones that are on facility still, on site, and the ones that have been shipped off site. Who they've been sent to. We can usually pick it up from there. But the problem is that the main terminal, I can't get it to do it from remotely. The main terminal is down in the implantation center. So we could link it up when we implant it.
Certainly a problem. Well, look at everyone else just being like, what do we think? I'm kind of for trying to get a ship and get out of here.
Oh, well, where's your morals now, Doctor? What do you think they're gonna do after we've abandoned the place?
Like, I've done many things in the past few years that I think have violated my Hippocratic Oath a few times. So I'm more concerned about, at this point, I've seen my contract through. Technically the original contract I signed, not even with Wayland Yutani, so...
Love the loops in your logic here.
That new contract, though, is very much still in effect.
Yeah, the one we were kind of forced to sign.
They've got your family, Doc.
That's why I'm trying to get back.
And do what? Flow a couple of these around? They're still humans with big guns.
Yeah, I mean, the other option is we go down into a nest full of them. With what? Do you have weapons? Anything?
Yeah, we got weapons. Have you seen what we have down here? I mean, they're not, with a few exceptions, Jason, most of them aren't what I would call standard weapons, but we sure did not spend our time idly. We have figured out how to convert quite a few things into... Got some bolt guns. Again, it's a construction tool, but we make it work. We've rigged up some, let's call them flamethrowers. Cutting torches do a pretty good job.
I still think we should at least send someone to get a ship, but figure this out.
And Jason goes, I mean, a ship seems like the priority here over anything else.
I mean, unless others have options. I mean, neutralizing them would be good, but walking into the belly of the beast.
Here's the thing. One's loose, we're already fucked. There is no more walking into the belly of the beast. It's got us. We're in the world's most expensive shark tank. And I'm not talking about the one with the fucking, 5 billionaires and the weird investments. No. I'm talking about all of them. Bred for this. So, I think the best bet is popping their heads off. Shit be damned, I don't think we're gonna get it. Also, it means we have to outrun them. And, I mean, I did the math. Pretty sure they'll get us.
Yeah.
See Grease nod a few times and then pull out a ring of keys and a key card and hand them to Jason and say, if you all are willing, go for the neutralizer and take them all out. I'm pretty good at flying in this weather, I'm pretty good at driving in this weather, and I know where the facility is. I'll get another ship. So you take them out, don't die, and maybe we can kill all the birds with a couple stones. Jason, that unlocks the weapons locker. You know what my key card gets at you into. I might have had some illicit hacking go down a few weeks ago. I have, I had High Command's kill switch, the one that kills them all, not just a handful. But my little hacker ran off, so if you find Aegis can help you out.
That could be very helpful. But yeah, weapons, you get a ship, come back. Hopefully by that time, disabled them and can get the fuck out of here.
Jason, don't get my people killed. Move fast, good luck, don't die.
Same to you.
You need all the luck.
Yeah.
She looks down at the cat again and then gives you a little head scritch. Pats Jason on the shoulder, who claps his hand on her back and then just a little bit of a this plan sucks kind of way and silence before he lets her go. And you see her leave the office and Jason says, all right, we got 120 people. Well, up top we have about 53 people who are off duty, plus us. I think we can muster up some kind of plan to get back down there. I don't think anyone else who was working is probably gonna make it out, so.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Let's try not to join them.
Can I vibe check Jason? I don't know that he's a little alien pervert, but in general, do I think he's okay with the killing them part of the plan?
Yeah. Do you want to make make a manipulation roll here? It's not strictly speaking manipulation, but wow.
Okay, so if I push, then I reroll but take stress?
Yes, that is correct.
I will attempt that.
So, you get two stunts, and he does not seem super thrilled with the plan. You don't know if that's because it's probably a suicide mission, or what, or if it's because he's kind of been put in charge of the facility. You're not really sure why he's not thrilled with this plan, but he does not seem thrilled with this plan, but he is, now that it is the plan, he's committed to it. What do you want for your stunts?
I would like
Within reason, some of them may not apply.
Yeah, I would like for him to be impressed with me.
Yeah, sure.
And
If people read so well, you just give him a look, he's like, yeah, I'll give you a look back.
Yeah. And is there any sort of extra information that he can give us as we sort of head down there?
You'll have to take the stairs first off. Thankfully, there are stairs.
Or if I can glean something about him that would be useful, maybe later on.
Well, you do get the vibe that this guy is some sort of he's used to high stress environments and he's used to leading squads. You're not sure if he's an ex-mercenary or something else, but the charisma and the just general take charge attitude do not come without having done that before. And the fact that he just came out from down there and seems very calm about it, all things considered, mean that you can trust him to probably stay calm under pressure. Probably. Stress dice may prove me wrong here. Anything else?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'll take a moment and spend a moment with the little. I don't remember if I said what animal it was. Because I have a stuffed animal that belongs to my daughter.
It was a stuffed animal, for sure.
It's an elephant.
Okay, cute.
It's an elephant. I'm saying it now. It's an elephant. And if I contradict something I've said earlier, it's now an elephant.
It was always an elephant. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just the ears were a little stumpy and like its face was a little bit wobbly. That's all.
Look, she's
had to repair it a little bit over the years.
Yeah, like she's had it since she was a baby, so it's gotten a little destroyed. But yeah, now spend the 10 minutes or so with that to reduce my stress.
Okay.
So we'll be down to stress to 0.
Mercy, are you?
I don't think that my item really is super conducive to using in this moment, so
no.
I'm good.
What is your item?
My item is nail polish because I like to just look like together and good. And now I'm in a tracksuit and bleeding out. So
you could have been painting your nails while you were talking to Vesper, waiting for
true.
Waiting for Cosmo to come back. Like hi.
That's so true.
Vesper's nails. That would have been so fruity.
I mean, if you'll let me, Farris, I'll take
I
that.
would for the gays. I will.
Farris for the gays 2024.
Yeah, Mercy looks down to where her hands now match Vesper's.
I don't need to reduce stress because I have none. Like I'm so great. But I think if anything, I am getting like prepared. I'm keeping, as bad of an idea as it is, I am keeping this lab coat on because it's me, it's my thing, right? I am maybe like taking some stuff out because it's like I can't have certain things with me, so like a lot of the toys, but I'm gonna keep like 1 or 2 toys for the sole purpose of just in case. And kind of like as I'm doing things, I am keeping one pocket, like it's an inner pocket, like really like pressed really close to me. And that is simply because I have the talent hidden stash, and whatever I'm hiding in there is gonna remain hidden. I just want to like just speak that out into the aether, so that way it's like it's one of those fun and fresh things. I think Matilda looks like more ready than fucking ever. Like this is round 2.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairwell, and Jason uses the key card to let you into the hallway of the factory facility level. And he very slowly, very carefully opens the door, peeking out first, making sure it's clear before he lets anybody else go through. And he leads the way past the med bay, and you find that there is at the main fork where it splits between shipping and like the coop area. You find that the door has been, not the door, the hallway towards the coop has been blocked off. Looks like the ceiling has caved in, and it's like on fire a little bit. And he looks at that, looks back at everyone else, and says, "Okay, we're gonna have to go the long way. Stay close, stay alert. I don't know what else is loose."
I'll just nod and move to follow because I don't want to make too much noise.
And he leads you into Death Alley. And that's where we're going to leave off. Thank you all for joining us in the bitter expansion of ambition. It can never be curbed. I have been your game mother, and we have been Goblets and Gays. You can find us at Goblets and Gays all across the internet, including Twitch. Keep an eye on the vents. You never know what's lurking in them. Say goodbye, Krubs and Medea.
Bye, Crib and Medea.
Mungus.
No, when the imposter is sus.
Leave here alive.